Shut your mouth. You do not need gas. I literally just put gas in you. Oh, Jesus. We gotta get stuck behind a minivan. There we go. What's up, guys? Paramoto back at you with another video. How are you guys doing today? Today I am doing absolutely just fantastic. So today we got a little bit of adulting to do, and then we get a little bit of unadulting to do. So we're gonna start off the day. I gotta go do some work stuff right quick. Holy ball sacks, ball sacks, ball sackiest. Anyway, besides for being stuck behind fucking slow fucking people, I gotta go do something real quick for work, and then we get to go to a pet store that I really like because I need to pick up some things and some stuff. But today's video, I got a topic for you. So I know when I first announced that I was willing to get a second bike for the channel, I wanted to make this Tesla. I wanted to make this a vote, and you know, it was going to be between a few things, between off-road, R6, track bike, wreck bike, rebuild kind of things. And this is the kind of things that are definitely still on the table. Like, this is things that could happen. But at the same point, I think I came up with what I want to do. And you know, there's still going to be a vote for another bike on this channel. It's going to happen, but at the same time, like, I might have to reel it in just for a little while because holidays are up and money is tight, and the Panigale needs a new rear tire, which is going to be probably, you know, a $2-ish for a new tire, then service and maintenance, whatever that costs. So it's probably going to be like $300-400 to put a new tire on. Probably more like probably like $300 to get a new rear tire. So money's going to be tight. And I've honestly gotten really into something. I've been watching a ton of accidental broadcasts, and I've been watching an absolute shitload of off-road videos, dude. And I'll be honest with you, I think I want to get a DRZ 400. So me and my buddy at work, he rides the DRZ 400. He's got it in Supermoto trim right now, but I think I want to get it in dual sport trim, just stock DRZ 400S, you know. And like, honestly, I really want to start doing off-road stuff. You know, I'm not gonna be like one of those guys that gets a Supermoto, you know, or gets a dual sport, makes it a Supermoto, and then it stays on the street the whole time. I don't want to do that. When I get a dual sport, I want to do dual sport stuff with it. There's all these awesome channels out there, like, you know, Accidental Broadcast, even though he really doesn't post videos much anymore, if at all. And then you got channels like Everride and Moto Cheese and stuff. Dude, going off-road looks like so much fun. And you know, this is something like, I bought the Panigale because I wanted to do something new and different with motorcycles. I've always been about the sport bike life. I've always been a sport bike guy. And I think, you know, getting the Panigale was, you know, a good decision for me. You know, I love this thing, and I don't regret buying this thing at all. But at the same time, you know, I think, you know, what I needed when I was looking for another bike is I needed something totally different. I needed to do something totally different with motorcycles. And I think maybe doing off-road was really that totally different thing that maybe I should have got into. Maybe instead of buying a Panigale, which I love this thing, don't get me wrong, it's my dream bike. Maybe instead of buying a Panigale, I should have kept the CBR 600, done a street bike channel, and then got a, you know, a DRZ 400 and kept a CBR 600 DRZ 400 channel. But, you know, the way that the cards worked out is that, you know, I got a Panigale and it's awesome, and I could probably get a DRZ 400 as well right now. So that's the goal. I think the goal is going to be before summertime to get a DRZ 400. And me and my friend, we want to start riding the North Carolina section of the Trans-America Trail. I don't know if you guys know what the Trans-America Trail is. I know this is primarily a sport bike channel, but the Trans-America Trail is a trail that was designed by this guy who literally, you can go from North Carolina at the beach all the way to Oregon just using trails. Like, it's like 90% trails and then like 10% paved roads. So it's a lofty idea, you know, where I'm at in my life, to be like, oh, I'm gonna chuck everything and go ride for like, you know, a month straight on straight trails. Like, that's a lofty idea. Like, that's just not gonna happen. And the reason why that's not gonna happen is that I'm an adult and I have adult responsibilities, and I have a girlfriend and a dog that I can't just abandon for a month. But, you know, a week maybe, you know, go from North Carolina to Tennessee, you know, camping, and then, you know, occasionally staying in a hotel. That could be something that's absolutely doable. And it looks like so much fun, guys. Like, I keep on watching these off-road videos, and if you've never watched somebody like Everride or Moto Cheese go off-road and stuff. Dude, it looks like so much fun, dude. It looks like just the most fun that you can have on a motorcycle, and they're cheap, dude. You can buy a DRZ brand new for $6 grand. You can buy them used for $3 grand, and insurance is so cheap it's laughable. You know, they're just stupid cheap. And I know, you know, Jake the Garden Snake, that's another great off-road channel. You know, he actually he had a R1, and his R1 got like stolen or something like that, and he couldn't afford it after making an insurance claim. The deductible was too high, so he ended up getting into supermotos because they're just so dirt cheap. This channel will always be a sport bike channel. Like, this channel is always going to be a sport bike channel. It might not always center around a Panigale, but the Panigale is not going anywhere unless I wreck it or something like that. I have no plans to getting rid of this Panigale. I basically own it at this point. It's always going to be a Panigale channel. It's always going to be a sport bike channel. But what if we did, like, not so much Supermoto Sundays, because that's been overdone, but like an off-road video on a weekend. This person is literally in the lane. You're already in the lane. Just go, idiot. Fuck. So, guys, I mean, I gotta say, like, you guys don't know how much I love this bike. Like, I know I say it every video, and this bike isn't going anywhere, but I'm looking to add something new to the channel, you know? Like, I've always been on the lookout to add something new. I've always been on the lookout to, you know, build a channel and just do cool shit. And that could just be another really cool thing to do. You know, just one video a week, just solely dedicated to going off-road. You know, if I had a DRZ 400 that is dirt cheap and can take a beating, I might, you know, I'll take it to work, because if it gets backed into it by a car, like, who gives a shit? It's meant to be able to take that, you know? If it gets, you know, stolen, I'm not out, you know, what do I owe on this, like 10 grand? I'm not out 10 grand, you know, I'm out, you know, 3 grand. It's very different. So, I mean, it would promote me to ride more. It would promote me to do different kinds of riding. And you know what? It's dirt cheap. You know, once you own it, like, the cost of having one is nothing. Like, whatever you break, and insurance and gas. There's really no downside to owning a dual sport. You know, another thing to having a second bike, you know, having a beater second bike especially, is I keep the Panigale in, like, showroom condition. Because if it's raining and shitty out, there's no reason to bring the Panigale out. I'll get the DRZ, you know, and the DRZ will probably fucking, I don't have the garage space to have a second bike. The DRZ will probably stay outside unless it's raining or snowing out, you know, or it's fucking frozen cold and I'm gonna ride it the next day. You know, like, the DRZ is gonna be a workhorse if I'm able to get one, you know, and it'll give me more opportunity to keep miles off this bike. You know, we can have hooligan wheelie fun. You know, it's just, there's so many good things about it, guys. You know, I'm so excited. I haven't been this excited about motorcycles in a long time. I've been watching people do the Transamerica Trail, and or just sections, or getting ready for it, or just, you know, whatever. And it's just, dude, it looks like so much fun. It looks like so much fun to trail ride long distance, to do hooligan shit, to do fucking crazy wheelies and whatnot. And it would probably be a really good way to become a better rider too, because I mean, I like going fast, but I'm not really great in turns, you know. And if I had a dual sport that I didn't give a shit about dropping, I'll probably be more apt to push things and learn how to ride better. You know, I've always said to people, you know, don't buy a brand new bike as your first bike, because then you're gonna be scared. You're gonna be scared to ride it, you're gonna be scared to drop it, you know, you're gonna be scared to just use the bike, you know, because you don't want to fucking hurt it. But at the same time, if you got a dual sport, who gives a shit? Fucking ride the piss out of it. That's what they're for. You know, I don't know how many times I pass like a gravel road or trail or construction site that doesn't have no trespassing posted, and I'm just like, dude, I want to get out there so bad, and I want to just start doing fucking hooligan shit so bad. Talking to some dealer guys too, and actually it was a woman at a dealership, and she was talking about how all of her friends have fucking dirt bikes and shit, and they go trail ride and everything, and it's fun because you don't have to worry about people fucking hitting you. You know, you can just concentrate on riding and having fun instead of, you know, maybe getting murdered. Tesla, I hate the front end of those. They look like fucking toys. Gotta find where I'm going. I'm supposed to get my blood drawn today so I can keep my insurance rates low. I don't know why they make you do this, because, like, honestly, like, they don't take your insurance away from you if it's bad. Once, like, insurance starts running shit and everything, like, nothing makes sense anymore, man. Insurance companies have been like, insurance companies and lawyers have probably been like the worst things that ever happened to this country. I don't know where I'm going and my blue light is on. This is like, I don't know, Raleigh sucks driving in, man. This is why I stay out in the country most of the time, man. I mean, look at this shit. I mean, and none of these motherfuckers are paying attention to what they're doing. They're either all on their phone or what the fuck ever, jacking off. At least it's slightly warm out today. It's about 50, 55. Oh, no wonder why I didn't see it, because the sign is fucking covered. I mean, I always wonder, like, how these people with, like, really shitty signage outside their business, like, how do you order a pizza? Like, how does that happen? I feel like I'm in Virginia over here, man. It's very, like, old school looking. I'm gonna park right up front. Guess what, motherfuckers? Rockstar parking. Alright, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Deuces.